So I'm recording now. Good morning again. So it's Miss Michelle, and we're going to be making our giraffe who's hanging out upside down. So does everyone have their pencil ready? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start our drawing process. So you guys are going to be starting in pencil. I'm right away going to use my Sharpie so you guys can really see well what I'm doing, just like I've been doing with you guys. All right, so you're going to want to have your paper vertical this week. Okay, so flip your paper vertical if it's not already. All right, and what I'm going to do, I'm just making sure everyone's muted. I'm going to go around and mute everyone, but you guys are welcome to unmute at any time if you have any questions or anything like that. Okay, Violet just joined us. With just canvas occur, and that's it right now. I was just saying that we're working vertically. Okay, so I'm just kind of checking in around the room. So hi everyone, I see all your faces. All right, big thumbs up if you're ready to start your drawing with me. Anyone not ready? Okay, cool. All right, so I'm just looking around. Everyone is definitely muted. All right, and we're going to pin. Of course, it's not letting me, let me see, why am I having trouble now pinning my screen? Because I don't want it to record in little boxes like that. What I want it to do, let me try unpinning and then pinning again. Okay, there it worked. All right, so if everyone can just pin my screen, the one that has the big piece of paper on it, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so we're starting in the bottom left-hand corner of our screen, okay? You know what? Okay, I have like a delay with that camera for some reason. All right, so I'll just show you the shapes that we're making. So I'm just gonna draw this out really, 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 really super slowly. And when you're ready, you can join in. And I'm trying not to move too fast. This is the shape we're working with. So this is, oh my goodness, it's coming out blurry. Are you guys able to see it, or is it blurry for you? No, you can't see it, right? Okay. Could it be, why is it coming out blurry? There's just always something. Let me grab a thicker marker. That might be a quick fix until I figure out what's really going on here. Hang on, I'll be right back. Just grabbing a thicker marker. Okay. I'm back. All right, sorry about that. I was just looking for a Sharpie that works. I'm gonna just redraw my line here. So this is my thicker Sharpie. And I'm just going over my line, and I hope you guys will be able to see it better. So I know it's still coming out a little blurry. So that's our shape right now. It goes right up to the top of the page. So just give me a thumbs up when you have it so I know. Oh, your water's over here, sorry. Okay, everyone ready to move on? Give me a thumbs up if you are. Are we, okay. All right, so what's gonna happen now is at the top of the screen, I'm going to start drawing the shape for our giraffe's head. So I'm going to be leaving a little bit of space here. Just watch me maybe first, because what I'm doing is I'm trying to break this down into the simplest shapes. And I'll just show you. I have a delay on my camera, of course, too. Just everything that can go wrong is going wrong right now. I'm so sorry. I hope I can figure this out for you guys. Okay. So just let me know when you have those shapes. So it's just these two lines at the top and then this shape over here. Okay, awesome. All right, I'm trying my hardest not to work too fast. And I'm just trying to keep it real simple for you guys. This is going to be an eye over here. And just give me a thumbs up when you're ready to move on. I know, like, I didn't close up the shape between the mouth and the giraffe, and there's a reason for that. He's eating leaves, so I'll show you how to draw that in there. Okay. Adriana and Diego, I like your little thumbs up button. That works really well. Just checking in with my friends. Okay, Vivian, good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. You guys can also work as slow as you like. You don't have to work at the same speed as me, because I send you the video, as you know. So what we're doing is we're making these kind of overlapping leaves coming out of his mouth or her mouth. Could be a girl giraffe. She's eating leaves. And I just drew like the little vein for the leaf. Just looking around at you guys. How you doing, Becky? Ben and Nico, how are you guys doing? You ready to move on? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, I don't want to work too slowly either. It's a delicate balance for me. So, okay, here's what's happening now. I'm going to be drawing our eyes. So we got our eyelid. And we have our other eyes over here. So his head is upside down. He's got eyelashes. Okay. After you have that, I'm going to show you guys how to make our ears. So there's this shape, and then if you just want to watch me, I know you might be working on something else, but just look up for a second. Just showing you how to do the overlapping to show the outside of the ear there. And we're going to be doing the exact same thing on the other side. And I'm just looking around at you guys. And checking in. It looks like everyone's working. I apologize if it's a little hard to see. I swear it's gonna come together too. So just trust me here. Okay, and when you're ready to move on, you can just give me a thumbs up. You can either do the emoji like Adriana's been doing, or you can give me a physical thumbs up. Okay, Vivian, Ben and Nico. I only see one of you guys. Okay, there he is. Drew, how are you doing? Doing well? Okay. And you could save your erasures. I recommend saving your erasures for later because, as you guys know, we are going to be tracing over the lines. But if you're busy erasing, what's going to happen is you're going to miss things that are happening live. And again, I am sending the video later, so you're welcome to, just look back at the video and follow along with that later on. But again, I just recommend just going with what you have. Don't worry. There'll be time to erase when we're doing our tracing in a little bit. Okay, but for now, just see where it goes. Try to trust that it's going to come together if you're able to. Okay, friends. So one thing we didn't do is we didn't make the bottom of our body yet. So I'm just going to show you. It's just this really, really simple shape. Of course, there's like a beam of light right there blocking, so you can't see it. We just have so many issues this morning. Okay. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start drawing our spots in a second. And that'll be a really fun thing to do. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start. So I'll show you the shape that we're working with. When we move on to painting these later, they're going to really come together. I don't know, right now it doesn't look like much. So I'm just going around and drawing the organic shapes that I see throughout our giraffe. And again, this one is definitely a little bit more of a challenging picture today. But I think you guys are ready for a challenge. I think everyone here is going to rise to the occasion. And just have some fun. So there's that. He's got some spots on his neck too. Trying to fit this whole thing in the picture. I can't move back anymore because my desk is narrow. So I'm off my desk actually. I kind of propped it up with some books. Just trying to get it right. There we are. That looks pretty good. It's mostly in the picture now. Okay, I'm looking around at you guys. There's a couple of little spots in the face that I want to do with you. So I might have you come back to making the big spots in the body. I might have you guys look up at me. We'll do the face, and then you guys can go back to the body. Does that sound good? So if you guys just want to look up for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the shapes for the nose. It kind of looks to me almost like watermelon seeds, if you can think of that shape. Okay. There's also, it's not like a bag under the eyes, but it's just kind of like a little line that's there. So I see those. And then he's got almost like these little freckle marks towards the sides of his cheeks. I keep calling him a he, so I guess he's a he. And then this is all the drawing that we're doing for today for this picture. So once you have everything on your paper that's in the screen, I'm going to have you guys start to go ahead and Sharpie. You guys can take a few minutes doing that, okay? So I'm going to unmute you guys for a second and just see if anyone wants to talk to me at all. I'd love to hear from you. I know it's going to be loud for like a second, and then I'll mute it up again. So I'll give you guys an opportunity to say hello and let me know how you're doing if you'd like to. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. I just like to give you the opportunity, that's all.
Hi.
Just checking in.
Beep.
And Nico have like a microphone emoji. That's cool. All right. You know what I might have you guys do is I'd like to see where everyone's at. So would you guys actually mind all just like turning your cameras around for a second so I can see just your progress so far and make sure that even with the difficulties with our camera that you're still able to follow along? Awesome. It's all looking really good, you guys. Becky, you want to show me? Nice, Violet. That's perfect. No erasures necessary on there. And let me see, Becky, if you want to turn yours around. Unless you don't want to, that's fine too. Oh, beautiful work. Very, very nice. And good job, Vivian. All right, guys, so I'm going to mute you guys back up. And then we'll move on in about 2-3 minutes, okay? So I'm just going to go around muting. So you guys already did it for me. Okay. And I'm just watching you guys, seeing it looks like everyone's working. So just take this opportunity to go ahead and trace over every single line. When you're done tracing, you're welcome to take like a little bathroom break if you need to. And we'll set up our paints together like we always do in a few minutes. Stelios, can you do me a favor, Stel? Stel, can you do me a favor? Are you able to bring me some? Are you able to bring me some black paint? Like just a little bit of black paint? Or like squeeze some out? If you just want to pour some black paint inside like the center. Oh, perfect. That's great. You need a brush? I have already. Okay. Thank you. Everyone's hard at work. Becky, are you, how are you doing, Beck? Okay. Becky, are you all finished?
I'm still tracing.
Okay, no problem. I just am like kind of looking around to gauge everyone's faces right now. Okay.
Beep.
Yeah. 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 My husband's messing with the audio in here because at first when I first started teaching using this computer here, when I was talking, it was going over our overhead speakers, so the kids in the classroom were listening to me too. It's kind of funny, right? Like really loud. So there's just so many issues with virtual teaching. It's really hard, but it is what it is, and I'm adaptable, and perfect. Look at that, Adriana. Perfect. Very, very, very good. Looking around, again, I don't want to move too fast for you guys, but we have an hour and a half for our class, so I do have to try to fit things in. So, I would never like intentionally rush anyone. I'm just trying to make sure that I have our class in the format of the hour and a half that we have together. So you can always look back at the video later on. I send it the same day. It usually takes me about an hour or two for it to upload and then to put it onto YouTube and send you guys an email with the link. So you can always look back at that. And that's nice because you can pause, rewind. That's a nice feature with it. So so no stress, you friends. Okay. If you're ready to start our painting setup, give me a thumbs up. Okay. So Violet, when you're ready, you can just keep doing what you're doing. When you're ready, you can just join us with our paint setup. We're not actually painting yet. We're just setting our paints up. So I'll show you what colors you need. So I'm just grabbing some things here, trying not to disturb the balance. Okay, so you can look at my face where I'm talking. That you guys can look up at me over here. So I've been using this palette paper and I really like it. You don't have to have this, but if if you're at Michael's and you want to grab it, it could be very useful for you. Basically, it has about 30 sheets of waxy paper in it, and you pour the paints right onto the paper, and you can mix right on the paper, and then you just throw out your sheet after, so there's nothing to wash, which I like about it. So I'm just going to show you guys what colors we need today. So we're going to mix our own orange. So we're going to need a little bit of red. Okay. Whatever red you have is just fine. We're going to need some yellow, a good amount of yellow, probably about triple the amount of yellow as compared to the other colors that we're using. There we are. Okay. Our next color, I kind of like to set them up in rainbow order if I'm able to. I'm going to put out, I don't know if you guys have brown, but if you have it, if you don't have it, that's fine. We'll work around it. I'll teach you guys how to work around it. But you have a little bit of brown, smallest amount is fine. Okay. All right. Let me see here. I'm just looking at our paper. We're going to need some green also. So, sorry, I'll show you how I did that. Just a little bit of green. So I just also need some white in here, if you can do that for me. Okay, and I'm also going to need a good amount of blue. So about triple the amount of blue, like the same amount that you did for the yellow. You're going to also need blue. I have my white and my black in a separate container just because that's just kind of what happened because I didn't prepare enough. So I have them in this thing here separately. You could just put them right on your paper in the middle or in your, however, in your palette, in your wells, whatever it is you're using. Okay. So basically it's just, so this dark color down here is just that brown. And I know it looks on the screen, it looks like it's black. It's just brown. Okay. I have my water cup and paint brushes, and in a second we'll begin our painting process. Okay, we're going to be starting with just the color black. All right, so does everyone have just their black paint out already? Because that's what we're going to start with. I'm going to put the rest of this away. We're not mixing anything here yet. I'm just going to be using my black.
Miss Michelle?
And, yes.
We can't see the colors, so we're having a hard time trying to determine how to mix the colors or the colors. All we see is the clipboard. Were you showing the paint?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you guys? I was seeing to look at. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to Zoom, so I do apologize. It's my little box with my face in it. If you're able to look at that, are you guys not able to because it's pinned on the other screen?
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. So I'm in like a little box. I'm in a Brady Bunch box right now. So the only color that I think is a little hard to see is this dark color down here, and that's actually brown. But if you don't have brown, that's okay. You don't even need brown because I'll teach you how to make your own. And then you just also need white and black. And I have mine in a little separate palette just because that's how it happened for me today. But you can put yours right on your paper. Okay.
Brown, green.
Yeah, any green that you have, any red that you have. I didn't even put orange. We're gonna be mixing our own. I like mixing our own colors. So I'll be demonstrating that. My colors are dripping a little bit because I'm holding this vertically. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this down so I don't have a spill. And all we need to start is just our black paint. So give me a big thumbs up if you have black paint. Okay, I'm just gonna put this palette away. And the paintbrush that I'm using on my screen with my face, my Brady Bunch face here, it's like a medium brush. Actually, I'm gonna use, hang on, I'll show you the brushes that I have today so you guys know. I'm kind of using the same brushes every week. So these are the three, if you look at my face. I have a real thin one. That's gonna be for detailed stuff later on. So we're not really using that just yet, so you can put that away. I'm actually gonna use my middle brush, which is my green one here, for what we're gonna do first, okay? And what we're gonna do first is, I think it's a lot of fun. And all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repin my video that has my giraffe in it. So is everyone ready? Because we should start our painting so that we have time to fit everything. So I'm just going to repin my video. Hang on a second. Unpin, and then I have to just repin it. Okay, so we're looking back at the screen that has our giraffe in it. And very simple. Very, very simple. We're just going to paint inside the spots. Okay. Now, what I'm doing is I'm using this brush right now, but my same thing I always do is I like to use my thin brush to kind of go up to the edges because I can do details better with my thin brush. So that's how I'm doing it. But basically, you're just filling in the shapes. I know all you see is my hand. So I am going to come back with my thin brush in a minute.
Miss Michelle, we're using the black right now?
Just the black, yep.
Okay, cool.
And we're just filling in our spots. I know I'm working kind of fast. I don't expect you guys to work this fast. I'm just, my job as a teacher is to be a half a step ahead of you so you guys know where you're going at all times because this group works at different paces. Okay. And guys, just remember, it's not for a grade. We're here to have fun. If you take a long time to do something, it's totally cool. If you take a short time, it's fine as well. This is for recreation. It's for enjoyment only, and it's for learning. I'm so sorry. I know my hand is in the screen. My setup here also isn't ideal. I'm going to have to work on this more. I'm like, I thought I'd be able to set up at the studio and not have some of the issues that I had last week. Because last week I wasn't, on my small computer, I wasn't able to toggle between gallery mode and our pin screen. Because what I really need is our pin screen to be up there the whole time so that, you know, everyone can see what it is we're doing. But I also need to toggle because I need to see your faces. So it's like, I need to be able to do both, but my computer at home is just Just wasn't handling it well. But I have a better setup at home. So I may just have to figure this out some more. So just take your time here, have fun. I'm gonna use my little brush now. Take this big brush, stick it in the water, and I'm gonna use my thin brush to clean up all of the areas that need cleaning up, which is a lot. Be doing the black spots of her giraffe. The next part we're going to be doing is also easy and fun. And I'll talk about it before we get into it. So the next thing we're going to be doing after this is just, it's just our background. So actually the freckles on the face, we're not going to do them black. If you did already, that's fine. But we're not going to make the freckles black. I'm just going to paint inside the eyes. Again, if you made them black already, that's quite all right. It's just what we'll do is we'll let it dry, and then we can paint right over it with the color that we really need. So if you did that already, it's not a big deal. It's a little deal. Okay. What I'm going to do here, not tricky, but I'm going to be painting inside the ears black as well. I'm actually just going to paint the whole interior of the ear black. There's a little bit of blending we're going to be doing later. But right now, for now, I'm going to paint the whole inside of the ears black. And then I'll show you our blending techniques a little later when we're ready for it. There's one. I think this video is looking a little better than it was when I first set it up. I'm not sure what changed or what happened. It was very blurry at first. Here we go. And I'm gonna go back into gallery mode and check you guys out, see how everyone's doing. Violet, I like the paints that you're using. Those are like the best ones. These little paints, if you look at Violet's screen really quick, they're like the little, yeah, yours are good too, Adriana. Everything you have is fine, but the ones that Violet has, I like them because they're cheap and they work well. So basically they sell them at Michael's. They're Artist Loft. They're about $1.50 each. And these are nice to have around your house because you can stock up on them because they're so cheap and they come in a million colors. So they work really, really, really well. So I just wanted to kind of point that out. So these ones in Violet's screen are amazing. The little bottles of Artist Loft. Okay, checking in with you guys. It looks everyone is painting right now, right? Is anyone completely finished painting just yet? Take your time. You are, okay, Violet, Adriana, also Nico, or is that Ben? I'm not sure who's who, I'm sorry. Drew, you're working right now, right? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to start prepping our next color. So it's fine if you're still working on your spots. You can always come back to it. That's something we can do a little later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my big brush here. What we're going to be doing is mixing a pale blue. And what happens, I'm sure you can see in our picture, a fade happens. So a fade is when it's almost like an ombre, right? You've heard of an ombre before. So like basically it starts out as one color and then somewhere it starts to gradually turn into another color. So that's called an ombre. We're going to be doing something like that in this picture. So I'm going to show you how, and I'll walk you through it, and you guys will have time to explore that technique, okay? So we're going to be using a good amount of blue. So I'm on the screen that has my face again if you want to look at it, if you just want to look up really quick, because I want to show you guys this fancy technique. So I have a scoop of blue there, and what I'm going to do is add a scoop of white to it. So it's rather dark right now. I would turn this more, but my paints are dripping everywhere. I just don't want them to like drip off my page. So I'm going to add a little bit more white to it. Looking for kind of like a sky blue here. So this is the blue that we're going to be starting out with, and I'm going to show you how to gradually make your blue lighter as we go up through our page. Okay, so this might be a time where you just want to watch, and it'll give you guys time to actually do this. So it's up to you. You can either do it along with me, or you can watch me first and then do it in a little while after you watch it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to my pin screen. I'm just going to unpin and then repin. There we are. Okay, because there's a few people that are going to be watching from home later, so I have to make sure that our video is a good quality. So here I am. What I'm going to do is, I think what I'll do is I'll start with like a little line like this. And everything below that line, I'm going to paint with this blue that I just made. And yes, I know it looks like a 3-year-old did this, but don't worry, it won't. Sometimes you just have to trust. So I'm going to go right up to my edge here. And I'm going to remove any streakiness. So there's that. And the same color is also between his legs over here. So sometimes I work around our page. That black is drying that we just did. So I am letting that dry. I don't want to paint right next to that black because it could mix with the color that I'm putting on. So what I like to do is do one section at a time. So that's why I painted the spots first. This way now they have time to dry before we paint right next to them, and there's less of a chance that the colors will mix. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this as simply as I can. So that's all that same color that I just mixed. Okay, what I'm going to do is add some white to it. So I'm going to bring us back to gallery mode so that you can see how I mixed the next portion. So I'm going to mix a substantial amount of white with my blue that I already mixed. So I just added like a scoop, like another full scoop. So you see that's a lighter blue that I just made. So now I'm going to show you how to fade it. Okay, so I'm going to come back. You don't have to be doing this with me. You could watch me first. Again, it's up to you. Everyone has their own learning style, and I respect that. Myself, I'm a very kinesthetic learner, so I have to be doing along with the teacher. That's just always how I've worked. So right now it looks like, and I'm sorry, my video is behind for some reason. I don't know what's going on here. It's not even showing it, so I have to check out my camera and see what's going on. Okay, interesting. Such interesting things are happening on my end here. So I know it's just showing a blur right now. How do I stop it from doing the blur? Okay, now it's showing what it's supposed to show. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cross my fingers that it stays. So this looks like two different colors right now. It should look like a light blue and then like a choppy light blue and then a choppy dark blue. So right now it looks like my 4-year-old did this, and she makes great art, by the way. I'm not knocking her, but it looks like someone who maybe is a little bit less experienced made it. Go right up to the edge again. Okay, this is where that fade is going to start coming in. Oh my goodness, and it's still not showing. It's not showing everything that it needs to show right now. What is going on? Just like, can't understand what's going on with my camera and why I have such a heavy delay. Okay, now it's showing it. Okay, I guess it just has a mind of its own. Okay, so right now it looks like two choppy different colors. What I'm gonna do is dip in my water now. Just gonna dip back in my lighter color. And what I'm gonna start to do is start to bring this color down a little bit. So it still looks very choppy. I'm gonna completely wash my brush now, and I'm gonna dry my brush. This is where dry brushing comes in. Okay, so my brush is dry, and what I'm gonna do is just kind of feather along this area now. I'm feathering along, and my brush is completely dry. I'm just kind of feathering around, which is going to help me create that fade that I'm looking for, the ombre. Fancy word. So it's starting to get blendier. So you're using your brush dry right now to kind of blend these two colors. Okay? So that's how I achieve that. Okay, and I'm going to keep gradually getting lighter. So you guessed it, I'm going to come back into my gallery mode here. So it's starting to look pretty blendy. All right, coming back into gallery, I'm going to show you how I mix in another increment of white into this, into my light color. So I'm mixing it into my light color that's already light. So it should be even a shade lighter now. So I might need more white paint. So this is like another shade lighter that I'm mixing. You see, dark, middle, lightest. Okay, and I'm gonna come back to my pin screen now. Okay, unpin and repin. If you can give me a couple wells of white. Okay, back in my pin screen here. Gonna do it again. And this delay is very annoying. I will have this worked out for you next week. I'm going to have to keep looking into ways to use Zoom for art. I'm going to watch videos on YouTube. I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make this better for you guys because I feel bad. Okay. So now you can see my choppy lighter shade here. Again, I'm going to do that same thing where I'm going to be dry brush first, dip my water, dry it off, and I'm back here, and I'm going to keep working on my blend with the dry brush. And this is fun to do. It's kind of relaxing. Okay, so it's getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and I'm going to make my lightest shade in a second. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. So I'm going to take it off the pin. Actually, there's still this area here that I actually forgot about. So this one is the color I just mixed. So can't forget about this part. It's on this side of our little giraffe boy. Okay. And so I'm just incrementally getting lighter. Okay. And I'm going to come back to gallery because I want to show you guys. I'm going to mix another shade lighter. So I'm adding quite a bit of white now to this last shade. It's white. It's hard to tell that it's even blue. It's really like almost a white. Okay. Coming back now to our screen. So this is fancy, but I think you guys can do this, and this is also something you could do later. You don't have to do it live with me. Okay, I'm showing you the techniques now, so you're welcome to work with them later. So the rest of our picture, the rest of the background is going to be this lightest blue. So this will be the end of our fade here. And again, I'm just painting it in at first, and it's gonna look rather choppy at first. I'm just gonna go right up to that last area. Oh, I have to scratch my back. Hang on, guys, sorry. Wait, my arms are getting a little stiff. Okay. Sometimes you might run out of color while you're painting, and it is difficult to achieve the same color that you had. I'm just gonna tell you guys about that. But you just try your hardest, because that's actually what I'm gonna have to do. So I ran out of my color, so I'm gonna try my best to remix it at the same level where it was. See, it came out a little darker. I add a little bit more white to it. Remember, we're not robots. These shouldn't look perfect, because if it looked perfect, it would look like a robot did it. So I have these areas around the leaves that I'm gonna use my skinniest brush for. Yeah, so no robots in here, you know, like it should look like a human made this picture. We're not going for perfect. Okay, so what I'm gonna do before I go up to these areas with my thin brush, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dry brush this area over here, and I'm gonna work on my blend. And then I'm gonna go back in and do my detail stuff. So again, I wash the color out of my brush, I dry off my brush, and I'm doing my blending, my color blending here. So I'm just kind of blending it up again. It actually looks better on the screen than it does in real life. It looks a little blendier on the screen. It looks a little choppy for me. I'm doing my best though, just like you guys are. Just have a fun, relaxed attitude about it if you possibly can. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back up here, and I'm gonna fill in my little detail areas that I didn't do before around Mr. Giraffe, Mrs. Giraffe, whatever she is or he is. Could be a Mr., could be a Mrs. We don't know. Stelios, I have her tablet here if she wants to just watch her tablet. Jackie. Jackie, I have your tablet. Stel, can you send her in here, please? Okay. All right, I'm checking in with you guys. Just kind of looking around. Does anyone want to show me where they're at? We still have plenty of time left. And you guys know we do tend to go over a little bit. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love that. For me, he's upside down, and I love looking at him. All right, cool, Drew. Anyone else want to show me where they're at? It's fine. Wherever you are is just fine. Don't worry if you feel like you're behind. Don't worry. Cool, Ben and Nico. Oh, look at that fade. Nice. You don't have to do the fade if you don't want to. you guys have artistic license in this class. I talk about that. I'm not looking for everyone's project to look exactly the same as each other's. So just so you guys know, you guys have a lot more freedom than you probably realize. Be right back. Hi. You want another bash? You want another bar, don't you? Yeah. I think so. I think you want another bar. You want another bar? Okay, checking in. Some of your screens are frozen for me. Okay, now you guys are moving again. Give me a thumbs up if you need a minute or two here. If you want another couple minutes before we move on. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes. You guys can also spend time, if you finish your fade in the background, you could spend time filling in the black spots. If you didn't do that before, you can work on finishing up areas that you didn't get to finish before. Yeah, I just wanted to tell her that people are at the door. I can deal with that. No, it's okay. You know what? You can go in your classroom. I'm gonna have yeah. So I'll be right back. See the live chat? No problem. Hey friends, I'm back. Brought the kids to work with me today, so just checking in on them. How are you doing, Ben? Are you still working on your painting? No, all done. Can you show me what you got so far? Oh, perfect. Look, you're right. Perfect. I'm still gonna give you guys one more minute before we move on. How you doing, Violet? That's coming out beautiful. I can see it on my screen. Oh, bye. How are you? How you doing, Becky? You still painting back?
Mm,
Oh, lovely. All right. Oh, you just gotta do the area between his legs.
oh I didn't even know that. Yeah.
Right? It's okay. I've been missing little spots all over my picture. Vivian, how are you doing? Can I see what you got so far? All right, so you're working on your fade. Are you gonna chop your picture later on? You're gonna cut the top, snip, snip, snip? Okay. So she's doing something. Actually, can you hold up your picture and I'll talk to the class about it? Would that be all right with you? So if you guys want to just check out what Vivian's up to over here, I just want to show you guys. So she had a different vision for the shape of her picture. So even though it's you know, a vertical orientation, it looks like you want yours to be more of a square, which is perfectly fine. And she's using her artistic vision, her artistic license. So what she's going to do is snip, 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 snip the top later on, so it's a square. Probably so it fits on Instagram, right? That's what I would. That's what comes to my head first. I love it. All right. So I give you guys 30 more seconds. Doesn't mean you have to finish in the 30 seconds. It's okay if you're still working. I always say the slowest person in art wins the race too. And it might sound like I'm always speeding you along. It's just because I'm just trying to fit things in our time frame is all, you know, but we will. Everything will work out. Okay. So if you're ready, when you're ready, if you're ready, don't have to be ready yet. Clean your brush. I'm going to use my medium brush. So you can look at my square, my Brady Bunch gallery view square over here. I'm going to mix yellow, and I'm going to put a chunk of white in there. So it's white and yellow. It's going to be like a pale yellow. So I'll show you the color that I'm mixing here. Oh, sorry, I wasn't on the screen. What I'm going to do is just add the smallest amount, and I mean the smallest amount of red to it. I'm just making the color closer to the color that I see in our giraffe. So again, it was a big scoop of yellow, a big scoop of white, and a tiniest bit of red. Like it was just on like the tip of my brush, okay? And this is the color that we're trying to achieve, okay? So give me a thumbs up if you're starting to mix that color. I don't want to move too fast. So it's this color right here. Take your time. In a second, I'm just going to work a step ahead of you so you can see where we're going next. So it's that same thing again where I just try to be like a step ahead is all, so you know where you're going, okay? So I'm going to repin my skin here. Okay, and I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be doing. This is pretty simple. What I'm doing here is I'm actually going to be painting inside of the whole giraffe. It's okay if you leave a little bit of space around your black spots, and you don't even have to use your thin brush and get close to them. It's all right, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So it's okay if you leave a little bit of white around those shapes. It'll make sense in a minute. Oh, that's what she was trying to do. And it doesn't look right yet, so you just have to trust me that it will. You guys have been doing a pretty good job trusting me. Your pictures have been coming out pretty awesome. I would love if you guys kept sending me your pictures from week to week. I'm not sure if you guys have been paying attention, but on our Facebook page, we have a lot of followers because I've had the page for 10 years, so we have a lot of followers because of that. And I've been posting your work, everyone that emails me their work, their finished projects. So you can email it to me like tomorrow, whenever. And I've been featuring you guys, and people have been saying, wow, a lot of oohs and ahs on there. It's getting a lot of likes and a lot of views, and people have been congratulating you guys. So keep sending me work. I know there are students who sent me stuff from last week after I had made a post, so I'm going to be making another post. I didn't forget about you. I just try not to post the same things too close together. If I posted a week later, people will have forgotten that I posted it before. That's what I think anyway. I could be wrong about that, but hey. And I'm also going to do a space. It's all right if you go over your lines. We're going to be painting inside all these shapes later. And so I'm just literally just painting right over this because I'm going to be using other colors in a bit right over that. So also going to go around the ears. You know, I'm going to use my This painting is based off of a real artist's work. It's not based off of like a paint night. I try. Hi guys, I lost you. I'm just looking around the room and I see a black bottle. I can see my little. Uh-oh. Okay, I see Vivian, I see Drew. Adriana, I saw you a second ago. I'm not sure about Ben and Nico or Violet or Becky. Uh-oh. I can't believe that just happened and I don't know what happened. For some reason, my little phone is not, it's showing on my phone that I'm in here, but it's not showing up on the recording. Oh wait, here I am. Okay, I see both of me now. But I'm looking around and I don't see you guys. So you guys are all here though. I'm gonna trust that you guys are here. And my video is being slow, just things are going on here. It's not good. I'm trying it out. Trying to get my picture back on the screen. For some reason, it's showing other things. On my camera, it's showing the picture of our giraffe, but on here, it's not. I'm wondering if it's an internet issue now or something. So I'm having issues. I don't know. Hang on, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not giving up. Can I, okay, I see my screen now with my giraffe. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna see if there's a connection issue with my phone, maybe. Okay, it says I'm connected. Back. Maybe it's on my big screen, but I'm having issues. So basically, I'll just tell you guys what I see. Is just black. I do see my screen with me talking, and I see my giraffe. Can you guys tell me, are you able to see me and the giraffe? I still want to continue teaching until I know people are can see me, hear me, all that. Anyone chime in or say something?
I can see the giraffe.
I think you guys.
I can see everything good.
Do you see the giraffe? Okay.
Well, it's choppy. Choppy image.
All right. So you guys. So we have left in the class. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin my screen again, and I'm going to continue showing you guys, but I won't be able to see you guys and kind of keep up at the same pace as you. So what you guys could do is later on you can look at the video and rewind and stuff. Would that I did that? Make sure I can get a lesson for today. If you want to talk to me really quick, just tell me. Would that be okay with everyone? I'm just unmuting you guys so I can hear you. No, anyone want to just let me know what that?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, I could still see you and hear
Okay.
you.
Okay, you know what? So I am going to continue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute one back again. I'm going to go ahead and pin this last 20 minutes, and I'll see the video right after, so you guys have it all. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to figure it out. Okay, so you guys can mute yourselves back up. Where is it? Oh, back up. So I'm going to repin because not seeing screen would record, I think. Oh my goodness, I'm just in my head here. So, I mean, on my little phone, it's showing green will be here. So, okay, there it is. Yes, okay. Oh my goodness. What a day, what a day. My mom has 70 days like these, right? Just gotta roll with the punches. And I still am not sure if I have it 100%. It's very blurry. Just having every issue in the world right now. Hello. Let me pull back. So I still don't think it's still not like showing it in live time. Because I'm moving around my camera, but it's not moving. It's just not moving the screen around. Okay, now it is. Just gonna gently put this back down. All right, I'm gonna continue. So next thing I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna use my tiniest. Actually, I'm gonna use my middle brush. So you probably have 3 brushes. I'm gonna use my middle brush. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be using that light color, that light yellow that I mixed. What I do is mix more red with it. And I'm gonna mix a tiny bit of brown. So I'm just gonna show you in my little box here the color that I just got. Okay, a little bit more brown in there. That actually looks pretty good. So I know the quality, I'm gonna sell the best. Coming over here, and what I'm doing is I'm tracing around the shapes. What is going on? My note. Why? Why are you doing this to me today? Oh my goodness. All right, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm gonna try unpinning and pinning again. I had it for like Stella, I don't think I'm like connected to internet here. Something's up. Do you know our password? I'm really in a little bit of a pickle. I could really use a hand. Okay. All right, I'm back on. Never mind. Okay. Second, it was just showing and painting a line. Well, not live though. Why? Oh, Zoom. Sal. Try again. I see you, Violet, working very hard. I appreciate it. Oh, I see Adrian. I don't see my. Do you guys see where I'm showing? Can anyone tell me quick? Because right now I just have a black box, but I'm just wondering on your end if someone can just tell me. Anyone? I'm like afraid to continue because I don't think I have you guys.
I heard the question, but the audio was a little not so good, so I don't understand what the question is. What you're asking.
I was just asking if you could see my screen that has a giraffe.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh yeah? Okay. All right. All right. I just see a black box, so I'm just going to continue. Can you see me painting on that screen right now or no?
Wait, are you painting on it right now?
Yes, I am.
Oh, then I cannot see that.
Help! I'm calling my husband. I don't know. Issue. I'm losing my think I'm not connected to the internet or something. It's what?
Yep, it's wired in. It's Ethernet.
I don't think I'm connected. It keeps asking me for a password.
No, it's not. It's not Wi-Fi.
It's working well. I don't know. Do you see that?
It's. What do you see anyone? I don't understand.
No, it's all falling apart on my end. Still trying to have 15 minutes left in the class. I don't want to lose my group. They're all here. They're all waiting to sing on the screen here. And it's not live time. You see here, but it's not live. You see this picture a lot more in it than this picture does. Boy, oh boy.
Maybe it's the phone.
It's not though. I'm connected. I checked on my phone. It is connected. I don't know.
Just slow it down. Can you hold the picture up to your other camera?
I don't see.
Up this one up to this camera.
That has to face that. So,
Hold like this.
right. Hubby has another idea.
I can see the version of it.
All right, here I am. I'm gonna try painting like this. Can you guys see me if I do it like this? Oh, I would say pin this screen then. Well, if you guys can.
I don't see
can
anything moving.
working.
It's completely
You
frozen.
see the screen with my face in it?
Yes, but
I'm frozen.
it moves every like 20, 30 seconds.
Okay.
I just see a black
All
box.
right, I guess nothing, right? Just black. I see me. Silver ill showing. You miss it now. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and continue. So I am painting that color around of my spots here. And I apologize so much to you guys.
Excuse me?
I don't
What
know.
color, the one that you're putting around the box?
I was showing you guys before, but I'm not sure if it showed it on the screen when I was showing it. So the color that I mixed, what I did was I used the really, really light yellow that I and I in a touch of brown into that color, and that's how I got color. So it's just a touch of red and a touch of brown into that light yellow. That's how I got this. So it's it reads as like almost like an orange. Can you guys? I see me. So basically, I'm just okay. Right, and I'm just going to show you more areas where you can put the same color. So it's also going to go around the spots that are around the neck. Okay, and now I'm going to grab my tiniest brush, teeny tiny, and what I'm going to do is paint inside those shapes with my smallest brush. Okay, and this color is also a little in the head around here, so you can kind of outline in the antlers. Are you guys able to see me at all? I'm looking around. I think you guys are frozen now.
It's just a frozen image. You don't see
can,
it.
I can
No
see
one
you,
can
but
see me move.
move some. You move sometimes, but like it not really.
Oh my goodness. I think it's gonna come out in the video. It should come out normal in the video. So I'll be sending that like right away so you guys can, go ahead and finish this on your own time. So yeah, swears that our internet works perfectly, and I keep telling him just so I took a bit of that green that you have and I mixed it with some yellow. So the yellow, the one that you already have extra of that, I'm gonna paint my leaves down. So it's kind of like yellowy green. I think I'm going to be teaching from home next week. Even though issues that we had today teaching from the studio were far worse, I think. So to my time and 1,000 apologies, you guys. Okay, so I just inside those leaves. Okay. So now I'm going to be doing is I'm going to begin to outline with my black. Kind of like the same thing we've been doing to me. Also, in the end, a little part here. The black. So I'm just painting around the shape over outlining. I line. Yeah. Oh, I've heard anyone. I think saying here the baby cry. Okay. Okay, so I'm just painting around. I hear someone talking to me, or is anyone talking to me there? Maybe you can chat. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Adriana. I see you painting the theater. You know what I'm gonna do is unmute because I can be just can't actually hear you. So I'm so sorry, but I am gonna just go ahead and mute. I'm going around. It's not that I don't want you. I want you, but I can't hear you. I hear fuzz. I'm gonna say you can use the chat box. I can see you there. But basically I'm just at the end of our painting. And I'll share like you can do. But I'm also I have to do this from home next time. I guess I'm getting in my arm workout for the day. Okay, so I'm just going around and I'm outlining my little thing here. I feel like outlining is like the thing that makes all the imperfection. So after I do this, I'm just going to show you guys like one or two more things, and then we'll call it a day, and I'll send you guys the video right away. It takes about an hour with the video because it takes a long time to upload. Someone talking?
Yeah, I can't see your giraffe anymore.
Becky, is that you?
Yeah, that's us. It looks like.
Yeah, you'll see it in the video. I know we're having bad techie issues. Send you guys that video about an hour. It has to upload. I apologize 1,000 times. I'm sorry.
No
There's a problem that's out of my control.
Because we're just looking at your computer right now. Are we supposed to be seeing your computer?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I will tell you this at home from now on because I didn't have this issue at home. So I had other issues at home that may not be as bad as this. So
Yeah.
again, I apologize. I thought doing, teaching here might fix issues that I was having at home when my computer at home is old and slow, and I was having issues. I guess I have to figure out like which is the lesser evil. So I just went ahead and I traced around our giraffe using my black paint, okay? And I'll just show you guys like one more thing. This is very optional. You don't have to do this. It's only if you want to. And I'll just show it to you. And if you want to, you can. So we were working on that fade earlier, the dry brushing. What I'm going to do is use a brush. I'm just going to tap my brush dry. I'm going to go back into that ruddy color that I made before. It's kind of that, it's like that orangey color that I was using around the little spots here. So I can add, if you want to, you can add a little tiny bit of that ruddy color around the face to add some dimension. Almost looks like he has a sunburn a little bit, but it will help make him look a little bit more natural. So it's kind of faded in here. So I'm just kind of dry brushing it in to add just a little bit of color. Okay, so I just added that there. All right. And then that's actually it. So what I might do with my picture is I might just fix up some of the blue background. As I'm looking at it on the computer, it looks a little choppy. So I might just go back in and kind of work on some of those areas a little bit. Don't worry about a screenshot for today because it's not going to work out, I don't think. You guys are all frozen on my end. I can't see you. I can see you, but you're frozen because we're having issues. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end our video. I know you probably have questions. I'm going to send it to you right away. And you guys can email me for anything. Also, please email me finished pictures of your work because I'd love to feature your work on Facebook, okay? So just give me like an hour, all right? So